Edges are a fundamental part of skating, so let's talk about how you can improve them by using your free leg. You've been practicing balancing on one leg, like this. So how do you get from here to a beautiful outside edge? Well, the easiest way to do this is to actually change the hip, and literally just by changing from there to there, you're then going to be in this outside edge position. So let me show you the difference. So I'm going to balance here, and then when I do that, I can lean on that outside edge. It's because I've opened the hip. So I've gone from that position to that position. You see how much my body changes when I do that? From there to there. This shoulder now leads, so I can lean on that shoulder and get a really nice outside edge. And this is a nice way to progress because it's very gentle and it's not going to take you by surprise. So let's talk about where your weight needs to be and how you're going to get this outside edge. So if I'm balancing here, pretty much my weight is going to be spread over the 4 wheels. So what I need to do is to actually switch my weight and my pressure to the little toe. So I've gone from there to here. So it's from central over onto those 2 outside wheels. There. And I still want my weight on the ball of my foot. So I'm going to go from there to there. Now this shoulder, I'm doing it on my right leg, it's an outside edge, so my right shoulder needs to come forward. But doing that twist naturally brings that shoulder round. But what you want to do is lean into that shoulder. So this side of your body is actually going to drop slightly here, like that, because you're leaning into the edge. Now, always look where you want to go. So not only am I going to lean into my edge, I'm going to look into my edge here. Now this side of my body is going to come up, but it's not going to kind of push me awkwardly. So I'm going to be here, and it is going to be slightly lifted, but not here, just slightly lifted, like that. Now the more you feel comfortable in this position, you can start to do the whole sort of taking your free leg back, making it beautiful, but it's best to start here where it's nice and controlled and close. And gradually, as you feel more and more solid, you can get that free leg further back. But not to the side, it has to go to the back. Don't forget to do this on both sides. So I'm going to do my left side this time, but we're going to try it rolling. Now, I always go back to my analogy of the cyclist. It's actually a little bit easy with a little bit more speed. So don't go too slow because you're going to find it so hard to balance. So I'm going to hit my balance and I'm going to turn. Now my left shoulder's going to lead. I'm going to lean. So you do need speed. You see how quickly I stop here. So you do need to give it a bit of roll. So you could come off a corner, so you've got a bit of speed. Right, so let's start using this free leg, because at the moment it's tucked here and it's helping us to balance. But if you use this free leg and swing, you can actually deepen your edge and use it to keep the momentum, because the slight movement of that will pull your edge and make you go faster. So let's try that one. I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to be here, free leg out, and then I'm going to swing. Do you see how I started to slow and then that swing pulled me? Balance, turn. I'm slowing down, so I'm going to swing my leg, and I've sped up again. Swing. So I like to think of swinging at what I call the apex of my edge. If you think of your edge as a C, you want to swing as you get to the top of your edge. So if I'm going to go here, here's the beginning of my C, top of my C, I'm going to swing and come round. Let's talk about arms. When it comes to arms, there's a couple of options. Now, I tend to be old school because that was how I was taught. I will be here with my leading arm, and then when I swing, my arms will change to there, So when I change feet, I'm in the right place for my next edge, and then I will swing again. Now, if you're going to do this option, I think it does give you a deeper edge. So if you're having trouble really getting an edge, using those shoulders really pulls and takes the edge. But the modern way seems to be to keep a little bit squarer. So you've still got the leading shoulder, but your arms are a little bit squarer. So you're not going from there to there. It all just stays a bit more square, but I'm still going to lean on that shoulder, but I'm just staying a bit squarer. You've got another option here if you're finding that there's too much going on at the same time. What I can do is swing my leg and then my arms, because sometimes too much movement at the same time can really throw you off. Here. So you've also got the option of doing arms first, then swing. And I'm doing the real movement here of the arms like that. But if you want to stay more square, you can do that too. I'm still leaning here, but I'm not going quite as far around with my shoulders. Again, it's what feels comfortable to you. If you find really twisting is throwing you, keep the arms slightly more still and just use the shoulders a little bit more. One last tip for this is it's really important to place the free leg and not kick it. Because as soon as you kick it forwards, like that, as I do that, I can feel all the weight in my left leg transfer to my back truck. You know what happens when the weight goes to the back truck, bad things. So it's a placement, so it goes from the back to the front, and it's a placement. And you see how I am here? When it's at the front, it's like that, and I'm bent and it's sort of placed underneath me. It's really important that you're fully in control of your free leg at all times. So this can obviously be done backwards as well, and a really nice place to start is backward dips, because you've got this exact leading shoulder with the turnout and you've got both feet on the floor, so it's a nice way to start. I'm Katie, which is Skatie, and I'll see you next time. Bye!